Good morning, my dear students, and welcome once again to your Maths Online class. And I hope you remember that in my last lecture, I have taught you about BODMAS rule, and then I have given you explanation of 5 questions related to BODMAS rule, and then I have given you the same 5 question as your day 12 assignment to be solved. Okay, I hope you must have done that assignment, and I also hope that you must have understood your BODMAS topic. Now, today I will start the new topic, and this topic is problem solving. Means you will learn how to solve the word problems. Okay, till now you have understood all the 4 fundamental operation: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So now you will learn how to solve the word problems related to these 4 fundamental operation. See students, to solve the word problems there are few points which you have to keep in your mind. The first one is read and understand the problem clearly. First of all, you have to read your word problem, that what is written in that word problem, and then you have to understand it, that what that word problem is trying to make you understand. Then you have to note down the information provided. Then whatever information is given in the question, then you have to start noting down that information. Then in third point, you have to note down what has to be found out. Then we have to write down what we have to exactly find out in the given word problem. Then we have to solve the problem, and finally we have to check our answer that we have done it correct or not. So let's start. So today I will be teaching you 5 word problems, and then I will be talking about the today's assignment. See, the very first word problem is Mr. Gupta bought a plot of land, okay, for rupee 1,54,850. He built a house on it for rupee 5,53,980. Students, please be careful when I'm reading this problem, because whenever we are solving any word problem, then firstly we have to read it properly. Okay. He then bought a furniture for the house for rupee 80,900. How much money did he spend in all? Now we have done the reading. Now we have to understand that what is written in the word problem. First of all, it is written that Mr. Gupta has purchased a land, a plot of land. Then he constructed a house on that plot, and then he purchased furniture to be kept in his house. Okay, students. So first of all, he purchased the land, and the cost of the land is given here. Then he purchased the house. So then he built a house on that land. So the cost of building a house on the land is 5,53,980. Then he bought the furniture to be kept in the house, and that furniture was of 80,900. Now it is asked, how much money did he spend in all? That means how much money in total he has spent to build his house. So in total means we have to do, yes, we have to do addition. See, first of all we will write the statement cost of a plot of land. To write the statement is very simple. You have to pick the statements from this word, from this question only. So we are writing the amount in rupee, that means it is cost. So we will start with cost of. So first of all we are writing this amount, no? So this is the cost of a plot of land. So statement will be cost of a plot of land. We will write the cost which is mentioned for land. Then he built a house on it. So cost of house built on it. So it will be rupee 5,53,980. Then he bought the furniture. So the cost of furniture is equals to rupee 80,900. Then our next statement will be total amount spent. So how much amount he spent in total on that house. So now in this we will add all the 3 values: 1,54,850, 5,53,980 and 80,900. So after writing this, you have to make one working note. Means in the corner you have to make one working and show the addition of these numbers here separately. Okay. Now here I am not explaining you the addition, because I have already explained you how to add any number. Okay. So you add it yourself. Then after adding, you will get the result 7,89,730. Therefore, he spent rupee 7,89,730 in all. Remember this, student, that in word problems, it is compulsory to write down the final statement. So after getting the answer 7,89,730, so this was the amount which he has spent in building his house completely. So we will be writing the final statement from our last statement. See what was asked, how much money did he spend in all? So we will be writing firstly, therefore he spent, then the amount which we have got in the answer, rupees 7,89,780, that we will write, and then finally in all. Got it, student? How to write the final statement? So like this you can solve your word problem. Then pay attention on your second word problem. It is, what is the difference between the greatest 7-digit number and the smallest 6-digit number? Now we have to find the difference, and difference you all know, difference means what? Yes, it means subtraction. So we have to do subtraction in this question, and we have to subtract the greatest 7-digit number and the smallest 6-digit number. So for this, first of all, you must know that what is the greatest 7-digit number and what is the smallest 6-digit number. See, the greatest number always starts with 9. Suppose it is asked greatest 1-digit number, that means number 9. Greatest 2-digit number, 99. Greatest 3-digit number, 999. Greatest 4-digit number, 9999. But here it is asked greatest 7-digit number. So we will be writing digit 9 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got it? So this is your greatest 7-digit number. Now we have to write the smallest 6-digit number. See, smallest numbers starts with 1 and then it continues with 0, 0. If I asked the smallest 2-digit number, so the smallest 2-digit number is 10. Smallest 3-digit number, smallest 3-digit number is 100. Smallest 4-digit number, so it is 1000. Firstly 1 and then 3 0. Smallest 5-digit number, so firstly 1 and then 4 zeros. Got it? So like this, it is our smallest 6-digit number. So what we will do, firstly we will write 1 and then 5 zeros. Okay? Then we have to find their difference. So this was the statement. You please go through the statement also. The greatest 7-digit number, the greatest 6-digit number, the smallest 6-digit number, and then their difference. So their difference, you will be writing 99,99,999 minus 1 lakh. So here you have to subtract it, and in subtraction I have told you, you have to make one working column here and then subtract the numbers. Again, you know how to subtract it. So subtract it. After subtracting, you will get the answer 98,99,999. Okay. So with this answer, you have to frame the final statement. Final statement, I told you, you will start with therefore. Therefore, then come here. The difference between the greatest 7-digit number and the smallest 6-digit number is, okay, 98,99,999. This is, which is the second word of this question, will come at the last, and the statement will begin from the. Therefore, the difference between the greatest 7-digit and the smallest 6-digit number is this answer. Okay, students? So this was question number 2. Now, the question number 3 is, on the occasion of Republic Day, 24,65,219 balloons were blown. Okay, but soon 76,875 of the balloon burst. How many will decorated the path for the Republic Day parade? That means these many balloons were blown. Okay, and these many were burst. That means इतने balloons फुलाए गए थे. Okay, and then इतने balloons उसमें से burst हो गए. Okay, तो बाकी कितने बच गए जिससे हमें डेकोरेशन करना हुआ वहाँ का रिपब्लिक डे का. सो सी, रिमेनिंग पूछे गए हैं यहाँ पर. रिमेनिंग बलून्स वर आस्क्ड. दैट मीन्स वी हैव टू डू subtraction. That's what I told you. read the language and then understand it, that what we have to do. So for understanding, just do the conversion of this language, means convert the English language into Hindi language, then you will understand it easily. That means these many balloons were blown and these many balloons were burst. So obviously if these were burst, then how many will be remaining? We will subtract these two numbers to get the exact result. So see how we will be writing the statement here. First statement will be number of balloons blown. So how many were blown? 24,65,290. Then number of balloons burst. How many were burst? 76,875. So remaining balloons, how many were remaining? Subtract these two numbers. You can see I have done the working note also here. Here it is related to borrowing. So just pay attention how to take borrow here. 0 minus 5 is not possible. So I have taken borrow from 9. So 9 became 8 and 0 became 10. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 8 minus 7 is possible. So 8 minus 7 is 1. Now 2 minus 8 is not possible. So I have taken the borrow from 5. 5 will become 4 and 2 will become 12. 12 minus 8 will give you 4. Now here 4 minus 6 is not possible. So we will take borrow from 6. So 6 will become 5 and this 4 will become 14. So 14 minus 6 is equals to 8 and this 5 will become 15 because 4 will give borrow to this 5. So 15 minus 7 is equals to 8. Now this 3 will come as it is because no number is there under 4 and 2 will also come as it is. So the answer is 23,88,415. Therefore, final statement, 23,88,415 balloons still decorated the path for the Republic Day parade. So therefore, you will be writing, see what it was asked, how many will decorated the path. So therefore, we will write firstly the answer. After that, we will write balloons. Then continue from here. Still, balloons still decorated the path from here. Decorated the path for the Republic Day parade. Okay, students? So this was about question number 3rd. Now, question number 4th. A large food warehouse had a stock of 26,84,690 quintals of rice. Warehouse means a place where grains are stored. Okay. So the rice was stored in that warehouse. Total this much rice was stored there. Out of this, 90,500 and 1,24,612 quintal of rice was sent to 2 states. So from this total stock of rice, this much rice and this much rice was sent to 2 different states. So what is the balance stock now? Now in this question, there are 2 operations together, addition and subtraction. See, firstly we will be adding this 2 numbers which are the stock which is sent to other states. So we will be adding these two firstly, and then whatever result we will get after adding this, that result we will subtract from the total stock. Okay. So see, firstly you will write total stock of rice. So total stock of rice was 26,84,690 quintals. Then stock sent to first state. In first state, 90,500 quintal of rice was sent. Then stock sent to second state. In second state, 1,24,612 quintal of rice was sent. Then stock sent to both states. If we will find the total of these 2 states, then what we will do? We will do the addition of these 2 numbers. So 90,500 plus 1,24,612. Again, you have to show the working here. In word problems, remember whatever working you are doing, that you have to show in the separate box in the corner. Now, after adding these 2 numbers, you will get the result 2,15,112 quintals. Now, we have to find the balance stock. That means how much is remaining after sending the grains to 2 states. So, for finding the balance stock, what we will do? We will subtract total stock minus stock sent to both states. So, from total stock, we will subtract the total of these 2, which was sent to 2 states. So see, balance stock will be, total stock was 26,84,690 minus 2,15,112. Okay. Addition of the two numbers which were sent to two different states. So that we have subtracted. After subtraction, you will get the result 24,69,578. So this I have mentioned here. Therefore, 24,69,578 quintals of rice is left in the stock. Okay, students. So like this, you can solve your question number 4th. Then this is the last question of today. It is, if a factory produces 10,305 bulbs in a day, how many bulbs will it produce in the month of May? See, the production of one day is given and we have to find the production of more days. More days means we have to firstly write how many days are there in the month of May. And I hope you all must know that May month has 31 days. So number of bulbs produced in one day. In one day, I told you how many bulbs are producing? 10,305. So that we will write number of bulbs produced in one day, 10,305. Now we have to find the number of bulbs produced in May month. So instead of writing May month, we will be writing 31 days because May month is having 31 days. So the number of bulbs produced in 31 days. See, the information of one day was given and we have to find the information of more days. That means 31 days. So whenever the information of one is given and we have to find the information of more than one, then what we do? In that case, we do multiplication. So here we will multiply these two numbers. That means 10,305 multiplied by 31. So in the rough work, in the working note, you have to multiply it. See, 1 into 5, 5, 1 into 0, 0, 1 into 3, 3, 1 into 0, 0, and 1 into 1, 1. Then start multiplying by 3. 3 into 5, 15, 1 carry over, 3 into 0, 0 plus 1, 1. 3 into 3, 9, 3 into 0, 0, 3 into 1, 3. Start adding 5, 5, 3 plus 1, 4, 9 plus 0, 9, 1 plus 0, 1 and 3 as it is. So 3,19,455. Therefore, a factory will produce 3,19,455 bulbs in the month of May. Okay, students. So this was about word problems and today I have explained you 5 word problems. First word problem was related to addition. Second word problem was related to subtraction. Third word problem is again related to subtraction. Then fourth word problem is the combination of addition and subtraction both, in which firstly we have to add and then we have to subtract. Then in fifth word problem, I have explained you that it is about multiplication. And I hope all these 5 word problems are clear to you. After understanding it, you can see it from PDF and this video explanation also, and then you have to come on your day 14 assignment. Now see student, your day 14 assignment is the same word problems which I have explained you today. So please go through the video and just look the word problems solution as I have given in the PDF and then start solving these word problems by yourself. Please don't see the solution from the PDF and this video. Do it yourself after understanding it. I am reading the word problems again for you. Just see, first question, Mr. Gupta bought a plot of land for rupees 1,54,850. He built a house on it for rupee 5,53,980. He then bought a furniture for the house for rupee 80,900. So how much money did he spend in all? So frame the statements and then do the solution as I have explained you. Second question, what is the difference between the greatest 7-digit number and the smallest 6-digit number? Same way as I have explained you. On the occasion of Republic Day, 24,65,290 balloons were blown, but soon 76,875 of balloons burst. So how many still decorated the path for the Republic Day parade? Then next, a large food warehouse had a stock of rupee 26,84,690 quintals of rice. Out of this, 90,500 and 1,24,612 quintal of rice was sent to 2 states. What is the balance stock now? So remember, you have to do addition and subtraction both in this question. And then finally, if a factory produces 10,305 bulbs in a day means one day, then how many bulbs will it produce in the month of May? So write down the number of days in the May month and then finally multiply it to get the answer. So please solve it yourself after understanding this complete video. Okay, students? So now I will meet you back on in my next online class, and then again I will be teaching you to solve the word problems in next lecture as well. Okay? Till then, you please go through these word problems and solve it yourself. That's all for today. Meet you all in my next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you so much, students. Bye-bye.